Hello YouTube, welcome to a new video. I wanted to try a different thing today, and that's because I've started to play some blindfolded chess lately in my newly started club, or not my club obviously, but a newly started club where I live. And I tried to play a few blindfolded chess games, first there and then against the computer, and it went, yeah, I won, but it wasn't as easy as it used to be, that's for sure. So I wanted to check if I have the coordination in order, and the best way to do that and to know that you have a sense of where the squares are, first of all, is by going into a vision trainer. For instance, on chess.com, which I use right now. Second of all, after that, you can also download a app or something of a program for your either computer or mobile phone, whatever, and you start to get to move the pieces around. So you get a question, for instance. I had this app before. It helped me a lot when it comes to blindfolded chess. So whether or not a bishop can move from, let's say, g7 to h4, and that's of course impossible, but you get these questions that, let's say, can a king go from e7 to e5? And yes, but he will take 2 moves. So then the app might say, how many moves would it take for your king to get there? Then you say 2 moves. That's perfect, but it can't go there in 1 move, etc., etc. So I find it very, very interesting to just try to remember in my head where is the different squares. So I've done this once before, but I want to do it again, and I want to hide the coordinates. Alright, let's show the coordinates the first few couple of times so that you guys know what I'm struggling with here. And I'm sorry about everything. I'm kind of sweating here. It's minus 20 degrees outside, so and that's not Fahrenheit, guys, that's Celsius. It's really freaking cold. So what I've been doing is setting my temperature to max, and I have this fan that actually gives out a huge amount of heat, and I accidentally stepped out of the room, so now it's freaking hot in here. So I'm sweating like shit. Anyways, I'm gonna do this first as white, and then as black, a few times as both, and then we'll see how it goes. Alright, so white it is. Let's go. G8, A4, H1, B5, A4, G5, D6, G6, B6, G6, B8, G6, A5, F7, H3, H3, A5, B2, D1, D7, E2, A4, G3, C2, H6, C5, 24 out of 24, okay. So, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I'm going to stretch this down just a tiny bit. My all-time is 26 out of 26. And I got 24 out of 24 this time. Okay. I was a bit annoyed in the beginning because I wasn't mentally prepared for this. But alright. Let's try it one more time as white with coordinates. Let's go. D1, G3, D5, F3, B5. No! A2. If you get it wrong once, then it gets so much harder. E1, F4, A4, E4, E4, H2, E1, G2, B5, A3, H5, A1, A3, F1, D1, D1. Okay. one of them at least, I just misclicked. Like I think I clicked on A7 instead of G7, which, in fairness, wasn't. That was very, very unusual, but it happens, and especially with my not new mouse, but my mouse here, because I've changed the settings so that I don't have to wave it all over my wooden panel here. It's really, really hard to get used to, pretty much. Alright, so now we're going to be black. So now we have to look at the board upside down to really think about what the moves or where the squares are. This is going to be much harder, I would say, but we'll see. Alright, let's go. H6, G8, H2, F4, E3, H2, D8, H2, F2, A1, C8, F1, C5, B4, H2 again, F3, G8, B6. No, it's the down there. H2, I think I saw, yeah, A3. 17 out of 20, wow. That became much, much harder. It's easier when you don't have time, because as soon as you add the element of time, it gets so much more frustrating and really hard. But then again, how could you even compare the two if there wasn't some kind of limit to them? Alright, let's try it again. H6, H7, E7, B4, H2, G4, H6, H4, D7, F4, E8, H3, G5, F2, A2, there it is, H2, H4, D7, G2, B7, H8. Okay. So I found that it's pretty much harder, way harder when you do these as black, at least for now. And this will not help me at all when it comes to blindfolded chess. And when I say blindfolded chess, I don't mean playing with no pieces on a chessboard. I mean playing without seeing the board as well. That means that you have to visualize everything in your head, not just the pieces, but the board in its whole. Where your opponent's pieces are, where your pieces are, and where they can move to. So if you know you have a bishop at d5, this square right here, then if you have the board, you can see where it can go, right? But if you do it blindfolded, without seeing anything, it gets a bit trickier, at least. Just a tiny bit trickier. But I have a confession to make. I enjoy playing totally blindfolded more than I enjoy playing blindfolded with a board. I don't know why that is, but it's just really, really strange to me to get like one dimension of the chessboard, but not the entire dimension of pieces as well. It's kind of hard to tell. All right, let's hide the coordinates now. And what's kind of funny is you can mix up white and black. And I think I mentioned this before, that if you hide the coordinates and then you're trying to mix it up, then how the beep can you actually know where where it is, right? We're going to try that at the end of this video. But for now, let's hide the coordinates and let's try again. As white this time. D7, H7. Oh, E7. No, H3. E6. H4. A2. D6. A6. G2. G8. G4. D7. G8. C8. E2. A5. This is here. H1. E8. A2. F4. H6. That's there. A5. Alright. 21 out of 22. Yeah, it became a bit harder there. As soon as you take away the element of the reading of the chessboard, it actually becomes a bit harder. Let's do it again. G7. D8. H4. H7. B2. G6. A1. G3. H3. E6. No, G2. G7. I knew that was wrong as well. D3. D4. D6. H3. G3. G5. D1. C7. C3. G3. C7. F7. A4. Okay. Better, at least. But really annoying when you miss that one thing. I think it was E6 and I put it on D6. Or if it was the opposite, but really annoying and frustrating when that happens. And you know it's the wrong square, but you know it just a tiny bit too late. If you know what I mean. Oh man. Alright, so now I'm going to do the same thing just as black. Not seeing the coordinates, just knowing or trying to know where A and H are, where 1 and 8 are, and try to coordinate. Okay. A is over here, 1 is over here, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Let's go. B8, E3, A1, G4, H8, A8, D2, D2 again, E7, B4, C2, F8, C2, 6, H7, here, B8, G6, G4, no! B6, B1. That was silly. I think I should have gotten 20 out of 20 there. That was actually silly. I missed that one so hard. Like, it was just a tiny fraction as well. Alright. Let's try one more time. And we'll see. Can I beat 19 out of 20 or 20 out of 20? I want to say to myself that this is halfway 20 out of 20. Even though it's not. I'm kind of just wanting it to be. Okay. Let's go. C7, there. E7, here. D1 is here. A7 here. D1. G5. A2. D6. C3. F1. B1. D4. H8. E3. G6. H2. B8. E7. D7. D1. B5. C8. Alright. Thank God for that. I managed to at least get a better score than I did in the previous one. Okay. So whoa, really? Is my all-time without coordinates as black 21 out of 21. Alright. Okay. So now we're gonna show the coordinates but we're gonna randomize it. Mixed. And we'll see how that goes. What is this actually? Ah, you can actually make the moves here. Ah, yeah. I think I knew that actually. You can move the pieces here as well, blindfolded. Or maybe not blindfolded? Okay, let me try a mixed one first. And then we're gonna go to that one. I totally forgot about that, but that's true. Alright. Start. Okay, H1. F5. A8, was that what he said? A8. A5. This is embarrassing, but it's really, really hard though. B7, B2, G4, G4 there, D4, G2, D7, D8, D3, B6, D5. Ah, and it's turned, yeah. But can you imagine doing that when there's no coordinates whatsoever? So just look at this. Hide coordinates. F5, G2, G7. You just have to... What did it say? What did it say? H7. Okay, H7. Let's hope it's here. Oh, yeah. B8. Nope. C5. Okay. C5. G2. C2. F8. E5. G5. That for... Like... How can you possibly know where to go? It's just ridiculous. I understand the meaning of mixed puzzles, and I understand the meaning of mixed sides, and I understand the thing with hidden coordinates, but both of them, that's just insane. Alright, let's try moves as white first, and let's show it in sides to help us figure this out. Once as white, once as black, and then once without showing the coordinates as white, and once without showing them as black. Let's try it. Bishop F3, okay. H5, D6, Knight F7, Rook A8, is that what it said? I think so. King C8, Knight F4, Rook E2, D7, H7, Bishop H7, E5, come on, Knight H3, oh my god, come on, Rook A4, Queen B8, okay. Alright, 14 out of 14. Let's do the same thing as black. Let's start. Rook A6, Knight B7, A2, Queen D8, King H7, King A2, Knight C4, Queen to B2, Bishop E1, E3, Rook F7, King E4, Queen to G1, Bishop A2, Queen A3, A3 here, E2, Bishop A8. Alright, 16 out of 16. Alright, let's do it as as white, without coordinates. This is so tricky. And the coordinates helps so much more with the pieces when you have a board and you do this exercise. So this is going to be insane, I think, especially as black. But alright. If you look into my eyes, you probably notice that I'm looking constantly on the sides of the board there. Not because I don't know where the coordinates are, but it takes me, like, if I don't immediately recognize the square, then I go down and to the side to check where is it. And that happens quite a bit. Alright. So hidden coordinates and pieces, I'm white. Let's go. Queen A3, alright. Bishop E6. knight b6, g4, queen e4, queen h2, yeah, f7, bishop d4, queen h8, bishop d5, king d3, queen d6, knight f2, rook a7, bishop c4, king c4, come on, king h1, king a7, bishop f3. Whoa, new record. Okay. Now this time is black. Without coordinates. This is going to be very hard, I assume. Let's go. And finally, I'm going to do another one with mixed as white as black, but without hidden coordinates. I need the coordinates to actually know where black and white, or A and H are, and 1 and... Well, if you know where A and H are, then you should know where everything is. Knight d6, okay. King g3. Come on. Knight c6. Queen a8, yeah. e6. Rook b5. d2. King e3. Knight h4. King c... Nah! d2. Queen a8. Bishop h7. d3. Bishop b7. King h5. Oh my god. I'm confusing. I'm confusing the 4th and 5th ranks for each other. That's really annoying. Okay. Let's go as mixed and show coordinates inside. But yeah. Chess.com does not give you the option of giving you a blindfold piece, just saying where is the piece and asking you the question, can that piece move to this or this square? And I think that's something they should implement in this vision trainer. But it's pretty nice that they have this feature anyways. Alright, mixed shows and pieces move. Alright. Whoa. Let's do it this way. Coordinates and moves. Alright. So here we go. H7. H7 there. F7. No. D2. Okay. D1. A8. G6. B3. F1. Queen to C1. Bishop G3. Oh, this is so frustrating. Bishop C1. D3. Wait. Ah, I was so focused on moving a piece there that I thought, where's the piece? Where's the piece? And I just clicked on a square because I thought it had hung itself up or something. Yeah, whatever. That was insane. That was pretty much insane. Let's do that one last time. Queen b8, h5, rook b7, rook h3, d6 is here, h2, h2, g8, a1, king a4. Come on, king a4, king a5, c5, knight b5, b8. Okay. Still better than the last time, but still really hard. Okay, thank you guys so much for having watched this. It's been really hard on my nerves, on my mind, and probably you guys are sitting at your homes and shouting at me, just, it's there, it's freaking there. I know, I would have done exactly the same thing. But hey, it's harder than it looks. Try it out yourselves. Alright, thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.